If you haven't picked up your Dragon Ball Super superhero themed Gohan Then, Now, and Forever merchandise, it's available right now and they ship all over the world in all sizes, various colors, whatever you'd like, custom just for you. I've gotten tons of positive feedback from these, so if you haven't gotten yours, get yours today. The link is down below. Boy, do we have quite a few things to discuss on today's video, including some big announcements about what's coming with Dragon Ball Super. Now, I originally wanted to do a stream about this, but I figured it might be better if I just make it into a video, and maybe we'll do a stream later in the coming weeks, because there's a lot of information coming out now and stuff that I quite frankly feel like I must do a video on, because there's a lot of misinformation out there based on people maybe misunderstanding others and things like that. It is what it is, okay? So I want to talk to you guys today about the two upcoming Dragon Ball Super projects. If you remember, I did a video last week discussing Spanku's revelation that there are two Dragon Ball Super projects in the works, and that's not including the movie. Not including the movie at all. It's two other Dragon Ball Super anime projects. Regular, like, episodic anime, right? Well, what happened on September 3rd is Anime AJ had spoken up and he stated that based on his sources, he has some more information. Now, I was not aware of this information whatsoever. I knew there was projects in the works, but I wasn't sure about the platform these would be on. So I want to go ahead and read you what he said and kind of go into more detail too, because I think I know where this is coming from, because there's been a lot of weird misinformation there being spread, okay? So AJ says the following about Dragon Ball's future. He says, web series in 2023, yes, currently in pre-production, nothing animated yet. So pre-production means it's in the planning phases. They have not begun actually animating the next Dragon Ball anime. He says TV series later, zero production yet, which makes sense. It would, I think a lot of people misunderstood, and including, I didn't even know for sure, but I think a lot of folks thought that the two Dragon Ball Super projects were going to be side by side. In other words, we would have two Dragon Ball anime running at the same time, and that's not apparently what's happening. Now, will we eventually get there? Tough to say. I can't predict the future, but basically what he's saying is that the web series, and we're going to explain what that means here in a minute. The web series is in pre-production, but the regular TV series has not begun production, and right now we don't know exactly when. Obviously, I covered a couple days ago here on the channel, I covered that calendar leak where they talked about the Dragon Ball Super 2023 production staff. Now I am unsure as far as whether that staff is working on the web series or the regular TV anime. Now, based on what he wrote here with web series, what that means is that it's going to be a series that's going to be streaming online via some form of online streaming service. Now, I believe this is going to be a Japanese thing. Does that mean that Crunchyroll will or won't get it? I'm not confirming that. I do not know what Crunchyroll's role is in this rollout of this new Dragon Ball series. I would assume if they don't get it, it would be kind of dumb, because you want to get anime as fast as possible out to the different fans throughout the world. But look at what they did with Superhero. It took them 2 months to put that out, right? And it was supposed to be longer. So that's something that, is right now sort of up in the air. But I want to go to the next comment that AJ made, because it goes back to something I said last week. He wrote, staff-wise, web series is not taking anything from One Piece Beyond, who had already left ages ago or was never tied down in the first place. Now, that's exactly what I said in the video I put out not a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, actually, because I was noticing that there were a lot of people who may have misinterpreted some cryptic tweets from some leakers, and people had assumed that there were going to be One Piece animators leaving One Piece and going to Super. Now, I specifically said that I had not heard that, but I did say in the video that just because I haven't heard something does not mean it's not real, because I didn't even hear about the web series. That's news to me. So I've always been very upfront, honest about what I know and what I don't know. I just know that the One Piece animators leaving to go work on Super, there was no evidence to that. So I think there may have been some misunderstandings. There may have been people who maybe misread or misunderstood, or didn't really made assumptions. But there's nobody, based on Anime AJ's tweet, which I do believe he's around the money with this, leaving One Piece to work on Super. There's other animators that work on everything, like freelancers, which he talks about here, and people who work in and out of Toei, freelancers, and who have moved around. They have a lot of different products. So that goes with that. Now, I'm going to go on to his second tweet here. We have more to talk about. He says, I told myself I wouldn't do shit like this again until things were officially announced, but there's been so many half-truths and misleading conjecture flying about over the past few weeks. He's referring to this One Piece thing. And again, I don't know who started that rumor, yo. Like, I've been asking around, but one thing I've noticed in the past couple days on Twitter specifically is that people have been really going after some of the leakers aggressively, like Spanku and Chronicles. There's been some people going after them saying, like basically challenging their credibility. Now, I'm not sure what those guys have heard. I don't speak to Spanku, and I talk to Chronicles once in a while, so whatever he's heard and whatever AJ heard, that's theirs. I can't sit here and confirm or deny anything that they've stated, nor do I know everything they've said. But I do know that when it comes to reporting on, quote, leaks or inside information or whatever, not everyone's going to get it right all the time. There's obviously situations where plans change, or you mishear something, you misinterpret. You have to remember, a lot of these sources come from Japan, and there is a language barrier. So I wanted to just say that in this video because I've seen like some of the leakers on Twitter getting attacked like real bad. I mean, they've been going in on them, and to the point where I think Spanku even privated his account because he was getting so much shit from people. And that dude's been right before. You can't say that he's all of a sudden not credible if he missed a detail or two. He was the one that said that there were 2 anime series in the works. AJ's confirming it right now. The pre-produced, as of right now, pre-produced web series and the upcoming regular series. And then he says Super Dragon Ball Heroes by Shueisha. Nobody internally really cares about it. Web series often pretty high quality, so if you have preconceptions based on Heroes, get rid of those. What he's talking about is that this new, and there you see me down here saying, yeah, that One Piece staff rumor irritated me because it was bullshit. It was people just, I just saw a bunch of folks asking about it, and I was like, I haven't heard that. Which is true, I didn't hear that. But what AJ's talking about with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes is, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is a web series that's produced on YouTube, but that's not what this new Dragon Ball series is going to be. It's not going to be 10-minute episodes. It's not going to be, promoting a game. It's not a promotional anime. It's a new anime. Now, there's been a lot of questions, and I want to get those out of the way right now because I want to really make this clear. To my knowledge, this web series is not just going to be some Heroes thing. It's not going to be like a 10-minute thing. Some folks are wondering, is this the continuation of Super? Is it like, the Moro and Granola arcs? I couldn't tell you that because I feel like it makes more sense if the regular TV show is that. I couldn't tell you that. Is it a side story? Could it be a story about Universe 11 or, yes, all of that is definitely plausible. But right now there's so few details out that you can speculate if you want to, but one thing I want to advise everybody is don't get an idea in your head to where you think you know what's happening and then it doesn't happen. I'm trying not to do that myself because that's how misinformation gets spread and things get misunderstood, which is why I'm trying to be as clear as day here on this video that right now I have no idea what the storylines are going to be for this Dragon Ball show or how it fits into Dragon Ball Super. For all we know, it could be a side story, it could be a Jocko story, it could be the actual TV anime just on the web first, but I don't think that's the case because of the fact that AJ says that it's 2 different projects, and that's what Spanku said too. Again, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know. I do not know what they have planned. All I know is that something is obviously coming, and it's more than just another movie. Obviously, Akio-san confirmed the next Dragon Ball movie is already being discussed with Toriyama. That's going to come out in the future. I took a guess and said 40th anniversary, which is 2024. That's just a guess. It might not mean anything. I wish it was, but it might not mean anything. That's just me guessing. That's not an actual scoop. But what I want to tell you is, yes, there is a web series in production. I do trust AJ with this information. I don't think he's BSing here. I don't see why he would do that. When 2019 happened, his credibility was questioned just like mine was back when Super didn't come back in 2019. We don't want to just make up BS and then be wrong about it. I want to be as thorough as possible, and I don't think AJ would just say something without really having a clue. So at the same time, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't told everything, because they keep things pretty close to heart lately. Dragon Ball production has. So until we have more leaks come out, or until we have an official announcement, which I think we should wait for, I think it's time to just be patient. But one thing I want to tell you is, don't have any preconceived notions. I don't know if this web series is going to suck or it's going to be amazing, but be aware that a web series does not mean it's going to suck. It's not going to be like Heroes. It could just mean that they're putting it on the web to distribute it out to multiple countries for online streaming instead of it being on a regular Japanese TV show. In some ways, this could be a great idea, but I do not currently know if that's the actual plan, right? I don't know what time slot it's going to be. All that stuff remains to be seen. But I'm making this video to make everybody aware that I've seen a lot of speculation out there. Bottom line, One Piece animators are not leaving. There are 2 Dragon Ball projects in the works, long running, not just the movie. The movie should come after based on what Akio said. But the bottom line is, we should, as fans, at the very least, if you want more Dragon Ball. And I really hope it doesn't suck. Because let's be honest, there were some parts of Super that were trash. But I hope it's good. I hope it's amazing. I hope it's great. And as a Dragon Ball fan, we at least know there's more coming for sure. A superhero is not the end of it, obviously. Akio even said back in January it wasn't the end. So make sure you subscribe, enable notifications, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what you want the web series to be. Not what you think it's going to be, what you want it to be. And we'll see, because I'm kind of at a loss for words, because they've never done this before. Dragon Ball's never really done something like this before, even during the Z and DB and GT era, right? This is new territory for the franchise, and I am looking forward and I'm excited to see what they announce when they announce it. But right now, pre-production, no animation yet. It's going to take some more time before we get that rolled out. Be patient, folks. I don't have any more questions to really answer. If you're going to ask me a question in the comments, say, hey, do you think it's going to be this or that? It could be. I mean, I do not know. I couldn't even tell you. I'm going to try to find out this week, but because they've already begun production, that means they've probably already signed non-disclosure agreements. So I might not get anything, or they might be too busy. I mean, again, there's a lot of things that we don't know. What we do know is multiple Dragon Ball projects on the horizon, and they will not be taking animators from One Piece. That's what I think AJ was really trying to kill that rumor, because I didn't see any leakers actually straight up saying this. They were kind of saying, well, maybe it's this. No, I didn't see anybody who actually straight up was like, confirmed they're leaving. So no worries on that. There will be some more openings, obviously, now that Superhero and Film Red are out. So we'll see where things go from there. That remains to be seen. Take care of yourself. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.